Hey, what's up, everybody? Jared here. Just wanted to give a update. I haven't done any trading update videos in a while. I have been trading a lot. I've been doing a lot of real estate activities, buying another house and things like that. So I've been quite busy, but I have been still trading. So just wanted to give an update on this account. Last time I was talking to y'all, I said that I explained why I was going to set up these Bitcoin mining stocks because I showed y'all how I was expecting Bitcoin to start ripping up. Um, so um, I wanted to show y'all. Look at what happened. Since when I made them last videos, I told y'all the bottom. I felt like this was a bottoming formation. Main reason why these weekly Stokes. Also, you had this BBWP volatility indicator. Once we cross above the 10 right here and above the moving average, that's going to signal a big move. That started coming in back here. Just had to be patient. Boom, big move. Now we see this move still has a lot of legs on it. We've been beat down here for a while. This is the longest that the weekly Stokes have ever consolidated under there. So this is a good consolidation. Should be a very strong move off the bottom. I'm expecting continuation, so I will not be closing out these trades. I'm also long on a lot of crypto. This month has so far been probably the best month I've ever had, but the month's not over yet, so you still got to watch it. Got to be careful. Got to make sure, I'm not giving back any of my gains. Now, remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a trader, and I'm just trying to share with everybody what I do and how I make money. And I can tell you, what are we on, the 20th? I'm up 90 grand in 20 days so far this year. So you can make this work for you, but I will say it's taken me years to get good at this. So definitely don't expect to come in and just you're gonna like mop the floor with it. But here's what I want to look at. So this account I was telling you, I started at 25,000. I don't know, like a month ago. I told you the growth would be slow at first, right? Because I had to build that cushion in. I need to keep my unlimited trades, so the account has to stay over 25,000. So I didn't want to take any high risk trades that would put me under the 25,000 minimum account level. But now that I've got a little bit of breathing room, um, I'm going to run some of these more volatile crypto stocks. And as you can see, these are playing out pretty well. I entered these long positions yesterday on here. I did make some money on them from up here, pulled, I don't know, $1,000 or so trading it up here. Once I saw this running out of steam and we lost this 10 simple moving average, I got out just because the gains were pretty dang good in a very short period of time. I wish I had held from down here. I did not, just because I'm not watching it and didn't want to sit in this, in a bear market. The trend was down, so I didn't want to sit in those. I was sitting in some heavy crypto positions at the time, so didn't want to be overexposed. But as you can see, this went from, basically $3 to $8, almost $9. So this is why I love crypto and stocks and the crypto stocks are great too. I just started trading these. I've really just been trading Bitcoin and crypto for the last several years, but I figured it's all the same. It's a chart, and the techniques I use, I could trade any asset. I don't really care what the asset is. I just enjoy crypto because of its volatility. And then there's a lot of things why I like Bitcoin. I think it's the new digital gold. Some people may not agree with that, but that's what I believe. And I think that it's highly movable. I like that is gold's heavy. It's hard to move. You can't go through an airport with it. With Bitcoin, you could have an unlimited amount of money on an app in your phone or on a hard drive, or you could even have it on a paper wallet. There's really no way for anyone to stop you from being able to transfer and move around with your money. And as far as I know, it is the only asset that you can do that with. I have never heard of any asset, like even if you go through the airport with $10,000, you're not getting, they're going to flag you. You can't travel with more than $10,000. Gold, silver, I don't know what the limit is, but I'm sure you'd get stopped. So what I'm looking for here is some continuation. I believe Bitcoin will get some continuation up into this level. I'm thinking either this, here, let me just draw a box here so you can see what I'm looking at. This is a weekly chart, right? Here, looks like we'll close out this week above this range. These moves are extremely powerful. A lot of people are thinking this is another bear market rally. Do not. We're seeing inflation coming down fast. They're not going to continue hiking rates at the speed that they were. Is the Fed going to hike rates a couple more times? Probably, but by 0.25%, not by 0.75 or 0.75%. That was the fastest rate hikes in history. So that's why we had such a decline like that. 1/4 point rate hikes are pretty normal, and we can stomach a couple more of those. Those are already basically priced into the markets. And as you can see, everything's green. I think that sentiment's going to improve slowly this year, and so will markets. So I want to be on the right side of that. Buy when others are fearful, and sell when others are greedy. Or Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy, right? This is the bear market. This is when you want to buy. When it bottoms out, you start curling up. Okay, it's starting to look good. Stocks look the same. You got some big earnings coming out here at the end of this month. All the big tech companies' earnings are coming out, so that could adjust things. And then the Fed is meeting at the very beginning of February. So, of course, we'll get some more policy updates on what they decide to do and see how that impacts markets as well. But let's jump in and see where I'm looking for. So I like this previous top here, 22,800, up to this previous weekly close up here at 24,300. So to me, this will be a sell zone. This is where I'll be selling, and I'm not going to be shorting here because if the top side breaks, I think we could easily keep running to this $28,000 to $30,000 range. Okay. Probably something like that would be my second target. Okay. So I will layer out of positions up here. Of course, if this candle side bottom here is broke, if we close below 20,500, I'll exit positions. Because then I think we'd take a move to about 19,500. That's the next support level. If 19,500 breaks, it'll get extremely bearish again. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but you never know. That's why it's always good to prepare for both sides of what can happen, because either side can happen. Just because I think we're going up doesn't mean we are. Your guess is as good as mine. I use historical relevancy and data to make predictions, and that can make your predictions a little more accurate. But at the end of the day, the market doesn't do what you think it's going to do. It does what it's going to do. So I'm looking for this area. That's where I'm going to sell at. And I'll be looking for a pullback, probably right back down to this area. Here, let me put that little drawing tool on so you can see like what I'm thinking we do. I think we'll kind of go up here. I do think we'll come to the top side of that range personally, then maybe pull back down, make a little higher low. And then bounce from here maybe. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I think that this move, based on like historical price actions and things like that, This move is going to take a couple months to play out fully. You will have pullbacks along the way, but I'm not saying it's going to 28K. We might only go here in the next, 4 to 8 weeks. But we're going to see. What I do know is in the past, go back to this. Let me show you what happened in the past. So this was our big bear market breakdown area at $6,000 in 2018. This area broke down. We came down, we bottomed out down here, although nobody said this was the bottom. Almost nobody called this the bottom. Everybody started calling lower and lower numbers. It's one of the signals I had that this was the bottom. It's not my main signal, but it's one of them, right? You can judge sentiment. When we were down at 16,000, everybody's calling for 12,000, 10,000. If we even went to 12,000 and 10,000, people would start calling for 5,000. What you'll notice is people's fear and emotions gets the best of them, and they stop thinking rationally. And now we're at that point where people are thinking irrationally to the downside. It's almost like people just make up numbers and start thinking they're going to hit those targets because that's where I want to buy. That's just not how markets work. And when people get overly bearish and sentiment's that bad, you're going to rip to the upside. Either way, look at this. Once we broke back above that 6,000 level, which is what we've done here, now we broke back above that 20,000 level, 19,500, let's call it, right? That was the key breakdown area. Got nasty after that. Now we're breaking back above that. We closed this weekly over that. Look what happened afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 weeks, this bad boy went from about $7,000 to $14,000. So this thing doubled over the next 7 weeks. I'm not saying that's what's about to happen, but it can. We have historical proof showing. For this to go from 20 to 30, that's only a 50% move, right? From 20 to 40 would be pretty wild, but it can happen. So that's what I'm looking at when I say, why has this move got legs on it? This is powerful. Powerful move. Look how fast we're trending to the upside on this stoke. That's powerful. Look at this RSI ripping to the upside. Out of the bearish control zone for the first time since here. This was a rejection at $48,000 in March of 2022, almost a year ago. That's the last time we were over this 50 on the RSI, right? And what happened here? Bearish divergence, immediate rejection, right? So could it happen here? Yes. It's not what I think is going to happen at all. Markets don't go down forever, and sentiment's changing, and all the things that brought the markets down are changing. What brought the markets down so fast is the cost of money went up, right? Interest rates were going up at the fastest pace in history, so that pulled the markets back. But now that we know that they're slowing, the last rate hike was 50 basis points, and the Fed chairs are even saying they're going to slow rate hikes. We're expecting the next one to be a 1/4 point rate hike. So as they slow, markets are going to change and turn around. And then when they start cutting rates, I think that's when you'll start seeing new all-time highs put into markets, probably within the next 2 years. So I'm prepared for it. Just wanted to give you all an update on what I'm doing. So as you can see, this trade's working out well. We're up $4,000 on this account in, I don't know, about a month. When did I start that account? I don't know. But I haven't traded that much on here, maybe like 5-10 days, so not too bad. But what you'll see is because of compounding growth, the position sizes, like right here, this is only like, oh no, this is what I put in. So you're looking at like $21,000 in position sizes, right? So as this account grows, I can make larger position sizes, and then my P&L will grow, right? So that's kind of how you want to do it when you start trading. You want to start off slow, especially if you're new. Sizing is one of the most important things. Don't go making $20,000, $25,000 trades if you don't know what you're doing, because what if it pulls back 20%? You just lost $5,000 on a $25,000 account. that's going to make you pretty depressed. You're going to feel sad. You're going to want to give it up for a little bit. I've been there, done that. So hopefully you can learn a little bit from what I do and the mistakes that I have made. And I can tell you, start off slow, because what happens in life, and this is with everything, you gain momentum as you gain confidence, right? And you got to check yourself constantly. You're not a master of markets. You're just learning. I always tell myself I'm a beginner at this, and I've always got more to learn. So even though I've had a ton of growth in this sector over the last 5 years, I've grown a lot personally. And I started trading with, I don't know, like a few $1,000s when I started playing around with it, and I lost mostly. So I think that it's important to not start large and make sure you're comfortable with your position sizing. And the mistakes that I made with some large losses that I had early on was that I was putting on too large of a position size. And before you know what you're doing, if you're putting on large position sizes, you're not really trading, and you'll notice that after you lose some money, you're gambling. Don't gamble. Gambling and trading are two different things. Gambling is you can win every once in a while, and it's fun and it feels good when you win. But at the end of the year, your P&L will be zero or negative, and that's what happens when you gamble. You won't win. The odds are in the house's favor. So when you trade, you will start to put together monthly profitable P&Ls, and then you will start to notice that you could make as much money as you are in your job, and then you'll accomplish that goal, and then you'll realize I can make more money than I can in my job in less time, and then when you accomplish that goal, then you'll move to the stage of maybe I should do this full time. So it's pretty fun. I still work a full-time job. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I'm about to get off in a second because I got to work on some loans. But just wanted to do an update. Thanks for joining me. I'll try and do a little more updates, and I'll try and show you more what I'm doing with crypto. I just feel like stocks are probably more relevant to most people. So I really didn't want to start showing my crypto account. Also, after that FTX bust, if you remember, I pulled all my money off of Coinbase, off of all exchanges, and just kept it in wallets. So when my money's in wallets, I'm only trading on DEXs. There's no real way for me to show that. I'm not going to show my wallet and stuff like that. So, but now that I've moved money back to Coinbase to trade again, I'll probably open up and start doing a little crypto trading live as well, so I can show y'all how I do that. It's my favorite thing to trade is Bitcoin and some of the altcoins that I see opportunities in. And at the end of the day, hope you like these videos. If you are new, start with that that beginners trading series I got on YouTube. That's probably your best place to start. And then you can learn the basics. You have to know the basics, so you're not going to understand the lingo when you're out there trying to research and go deeper into your knowledge and perfecting this craft. So I'll stop the video here. Looks like this account, now this is unrealized P&L here, up $1,000 on these trades, but account's at 29 grand. So we'll see where we're at next time when I update this video. Y'all have an awesome day. Again, the goal is to make $100,000 on this account in 1 year. So my goal is to have this account value at $125,000 by the end of 2023. So I'm going to stay focused and be careful, and we're going to get there, or we'll come close. We should. But just got to be careful, right? Because nothing's guaranteed, and that's a very large gain. That's like a 500% gain in a year. So it's not easy to achieve that. Just want to show you that it can be done starting with a smaller size, right? Everybody doesn't need to start with this amazing amount of money. Everybody thinks you need hundreds of thousands or $1 million to make money trading. No, you don't. You can start with a smaller amount and compound this over time. So thanks a lot for joining me. Y'all be careful. Be safe out there. Remember, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a trader. I'm just a regular guy that likes doing this. It's a hobby of mine that has started to become a job because the income is becoming so great. But I hope y'all have fun when you're trading, and Watch your stop losses. Nothing goes in a straight line. Make sure you're taking profits. You can't lose taking profits, right? Chasing very, very large gains is normally how you lose. If you just consistently clock small profits, you'll win. So